Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Fantasy Football Fallout. This episode is all about the wide receivers in Week 11. We're going to briefly talk about who is projected to score well in Week 10, who did score well, and what does that mean for your waiver claims in Week 11 and moving forward into the season. I always hand out as well my Fantasy Football Fallout superlatives, my NFL awards of the week for wide receivers. This week we have the Kicked in the Nuts award. Somebody kicked me in the nuts. If somebody kicked you in the nuts in fantasy football, I want to hear about it in the comments below. The Dumpster Vomit wide receiver of the week, and the I'm Watching You award. Somebody else just got on my radar. They should be on your radar as well. Before we get rolling, please, as I always say, 2 seconds of your time for 2 clicks, a like, and a subscribe. We have production features that are locked for us. We want to unlock those to make the videos cooler. We need your help to make that happen. Please subscribe and like the video. But quickly, let's run through the projected top 10 for wide receivers. This is from ESPN. You have Michael Thomas, Mike Evans, Julio Jones, Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams, Cooper Kupp, Chris Godwin, Tyler Lockett, Keenan Allen, Amari Cooper. ESPN really went out on a limb there. Let's see who actually scored in the top 10. As of Monday morning, Christian Kirk, Darius, Leighton, Tyreek Hill, Amari Cooper, Golden Tate, Michael Thomas, Randall, Cobb, Jarvis Landry, DJ Moore, Devontae Adams. The ones in white were the ones that ESPN got right, although Michael Thomas should be in white and Amari Cooper should be in white as well. Before we get into the waiver wire claims, I'll give you my top 5 as of Monday morning. I am going to give out my awards. My Kicked in the Nuts award this week was Christian Kirk. 3 touchdowns. Oh, that was 3 kicks right in the pills. You broke my heart. You broke my balls, Christian Kirk. Anybody who played Christian Kirk this week probably feels my pain. But did somebody else get you? Did you play anybody else good, or were you expecting more out of somebody and they let you down? You let me know. And maybe another one or a good candidate for that is my Dumpster Vomit wide receiver of the week, Cooper Kupp, who I love. No shade at Cooper Kupp, but man, Pittsburgh really handled the Rams. Rams coming out of a bye week, I was expecting better. Projections, I do a deep dive. I was a little concerned about the game, but what I said was, I believe that Sean McVay can make this happen. I believe that he was going to help fix the running game or at least make it a little bit better, and I believe that they were going to dial up some plays and get some of these receivers going. No dice. Cooper Kupp didn't make it happen. Do I blame him? No, but he's the guy that I was expecting to have a really nice game, and he did bupkis. Now, who am I watching? Who's on my radar? Russell Gage, third receiver for the Atlanta Falcons. Ever since they traded Mohamed Sanu, Gage has been getting a lot more targets. Now remember, before Sanu got traded, he was actually scoring quite well for the Falcons. Once he got traded, Gage has kind of stepped in there and he's doing a little bit better every single week. So if you're in a really deep league, and most of the receivers are gone, you need to find basically you're scraping the bottom of the barrel. Russell Gage could be really nice for you and could even kind of be a standard flex play by the end of the season, especially depending on matchup. We see what Slay's doing for the Giants now as he's ascending. Gage is starting to ascend a little bit for the Atlanta Falcons, so keep him on your radar. I don't say he's a waiver claim yet unless you're in a super deep league, but keep him on your radar. Remember that name. Now let's talk about my 5 waiver wire pickups for the week. Speaking of Mohamed Sanu, I think you need to pick him up. Still only owned in 67% of the leagues out there. Tom Brady is throwing his way. He had only been there for a couple of weeks. Now he had a bye week. He's going to be a little bit more familiar and integrated into that offense. Goal line presence. He blocks too, so he stays on the field in key downs. Mohamed Sanu, very nice one. Also keep in mind N'Keal Harry should be coming back anytime now for the Patriots, who could also be a goal line presence. Now Jameson Crowder only owned in 63% of the leagues. He continues to be probably the most targeted receiver on that Jets team, a Jets team that's often behind or in shootouts. So you got to like Jameson Crowder to score well. Play him based on matchups, but there you go. Sterling Shepard, and I'll say number 6, I added a bonus there. Sterling Shepard's Darius, Leighton, 67.8% and 12.3% owned respectively. Now, I like Shepard more. He is basically the primary receiver there, but he's been banged up. Slayton is ascending, so maybe if you're in a keeper or a dynasty league, Slayton's a little bit better there. Now, they're in white because they're going into bye week, so they're not going to help you next week, but pay attention to those 2 guys. Josh Gordon, I'm really curious to see how quickly he gets integrated in Seattle. We will see tonight if you watch this, or this video comes out on Monday, so if you're catching this later in the week, we'll have seen him play one game potentially with the Seattle Seahawks there. And then I also have Will Fuller, deep threat. He's questionable, I believe, coming into Week 11. I know he's got that hammy, so he's going to be a little dinged up. We don't know if he's going to be on a pitch count or a snap count or whatever you want to call it. But he is a boomer bust potential player. So if you need a kind of a waiver wire savior off the bench, he could be that kind of guy for you. So that takes me through the wide receivers. Once again, I do every single position except for kicker. So I have quarterbacks, running backs, tight ends, and defense and special teams. Please check out those videos as well. Once again, please comment. Did you think somebody else should have won the Dumpster Vomit Award? Did somebody else kick you in the nuts? I want to know about it. I want to commiserate with you. And as always, everybody, like, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on another episode soon.